Mohammed, a curious and adventurous boy, sets out one morning to explore the woods near his village. He loves nature and often spends his weekends wandering through the trees, listening to the birds, and watching the squirrels darting about. This time, he decides to venture deeper into the forest than he ever has before. The further he walks, the taller the trees seem to grow, and the more distant the sounds of his village become. Mohammed is captivated by the beauty around him and doesn't notice how far he has wandered. As the sun begins to set, Mohammed suddenly realizes that he doesn't recognize where he is. The trees all look the same, and the path he thought he was following has disappeared. Panic starts to creep in as the forest grows darker and the sounds of night begin to replace the daytime chatter of birds. Mohammed tries retracing his steps, but every direction seems unfamiliar. He calls out for help, but the only response is the echo of his own voice. Mohammed knows he is lost. Despite his fear, Mohammed knows he needs to stay calm. He remembers the advice his father once gave him: if you ever get lost, find a safe place, stay put, and wait for help. Mohammed finds a large tree with low branches and decides to climb up to stay safe from any wild animals. From his perch, he watches the stars twinkle through the leaves and listens to the distant hooting of an owl. He feels a little better knowing he is high up and takes a deep breath, trying to stay positive. Hours pass, and just as Mohammed begins to drift into an uneasy sleep, he hears faint voices calling his name. He perks up, his heart racing with hope. The voices grow louder, and soon he sees the light of lanterns weaving through the trees. It's a search party from his village. Mohammed waves and calls out, and the rescuers quickly spot him up in the tree. They guide him down safely and wrap him in a warm blanket. As they walk back to the village, Mohammed feels a deep sense of relief and gratitude, promising himself to always stay closer to home on future adventures.